Hi and welcome to another episode of Nathan's Beer Reviews. The beer I'm reviewing today is Stella Artois, 4.8% alcohol by volume, roughly 1.6 standard Australian drinks, Belgian style European macro adjunct lager that's brewed by Anheuser-Busch, or AB, Invev, one of the big macro multinational companies. It's pretty famous around the world. It's definitely one of the top three European lagers worldwide, I'd say. Definitely around with the likes of Heineken and Peroni Nastro Azzurro. This bottle I picked up in Aldi as part of a 5-beer variety pack, which had Budweiser, Corona, Peroni Red, Stella, and a German supermarket beer whose name is just not coming to mind right now. Stella, it's pretty recognisable. All the big European macros seem to come in these green stubbies, and Stella's iconic for the paper label around the top. That's a bitch to get off when you've had a few of them. Can I say about this? Like I said, this one's actually brewed in the United Kingdom by AB Invev in Luton. The ingredients are listed as water, malted barley, maize, and hops. Maize. What a great addition to beer that usually is. That was sarcasm. 75% recycled glass. Help us increase this level by recycling your bottle. And do so while singing 100 green bottles of beer on the wall. Stella Artois since 1366. I'm not entirely sure how true that is, but my god, then they've been around for a while. Best before is July 2019, so it's currently late November 2018. So if you're watching this in August 2019, this beer would have gone out of date. It doesn't have a born-on date unless it's the 18th of the 7th. There's a code, but yeah. StellaArtois.com. Yeah, like I said, it's one of the most popular European style lagers. This one is brewed in the UK. All the beers I picked up in this Aldi variety pack seem to have come from the UK. The Budweiser is brewed in the UK. The Corona is shipped over from the UK. The only beers that weren't brewed in the UK or shipped from the UK seem to be the Peroni Red, which is purely from Italy, and the German supermarket beer, which I think was imported into New Zealand and then into Australia. So all these Aldi variety packs seem to be travelling a fair bit. Green bottles means they are easily skunked. So we'll see how it fares. I haven't had Stella in a while. Probably I wouldn't say least favourite European beer, but I don't drink it as regularly as I have drunk the likes of Peroni, Nastro Azzurro, and Heineken. Stella's fairly big in Australia, but again, not as big as the aforementioned two macro lagers from Italy and the Netherlands, respectively. But Stella, I do know, is massive in the UK, which is probably why this one is brewed over there. Anyway, enough rambling on. Let's crack it open. It's a pretty warm day in Sydney today. It's just hit 12 o'clock. Starting to cloud over a bit. We're meant to get some rain later, but I've got to go mow the grass first. So have this, mow the grass, and then have another beer afterwards. So I'm going to pour it into the Aldi pint glass because why not? So normally with these ones you'd fiddle around the top. There's like a little tab, but never seems to work unless you rip it like that. But there you go, that actually worked first time. So crack it open. Yeah, a little bit of smoke on the opening there. Forgot to mention. There's the cap for all you cap heads. White crown cap with red Stella Artois. Alright. Alright, got the whole bottle in there. 330ml. Oh, that's right, yeah, the stubby's 330ml, so like most European lagers. The appearance is very standard, typical European lager style, very light golden. Very clear, extremely filtered. You can see right through the glass. If I point it outside looks like a sepia photo. Good levels of carbonation flying up to the top to reveal a one finger, very soapy, slightly clotted white head. Like I said, it looks very much like your run-of-the-mill European style lager. There's no sediment, there's no nothing. Looks refreshing. The smell. Breadiness from the maize. Grassy, grainy hops. Sweet malt. Run-of-the-mill, standard European style smells. At least in terms of the beer. I don't know what Europeans smell like. I don't really go around sniffing them. But yeah, just smells like a refreshing lager. Something you would happily knock back after a long day of work or before you go mow the lawn like I will. Alright, cheers guys. Enjoy. Very standard European style lager. Good levels of carbonation. Very sweet beer. Malty sweetness. Maybe a slight honey note in there as well. Back end of the taste is a little bit dry, courtesy of the bitters, the bitter from the hops. Definitely grassy, grainy notes as well. Drinkability is exceptionally high. These European macros I find is more refreshing than Australian macro lagers. And from the few American macro lagers I've had, I find European lagers to be a lot more refreshing. They're less sweet. I find they've got more bitterness to them and have a much drier finish, which just allows for maximum refreshment, I suppose. It's clean, it's crisp, very thin, slightly watery mouthfeel, but that just adds to the refreshing element of the beer. Like I said, I never used to drink Stella. I always used to prefer the likes of Heineken and Peroni over Stella Artois. So I haven't really drunk a great deal of it, but I can definitely see why it's one of the more popular European lagers. Like I said, drinkability is extremely high. It's a dry, crisp, bitter finish, which makes it extremely refreshing. Some decent lacing on the glass, nothing too major. More soapy, suddy lacing than anything, but... Oh, look, you know what? Stella Artois. It gets a bit of a bad rap in England. I think I've heard a couple of UK beer reviewers call it the wife beater. But I think that's just because it's a cheap macro beer that's just widely available. You know, Australia has their wife beater beers, and I'm sure the America has its wife beater beers as well. I'm certainly not condoning domestic violence. But I don't understand the bad rap Stella gets over in the UK sometimes. I think maybe it's just hatred some people have of the big macro breweries. Look, I mean, you know, they're big and they're popular for a reason because they brew beers that people like and people can drink en masse and enjoy. So, I mean, you know, craft breweries always have their place and always will have their place, and craft breweries are excellent. There are many excellent craft breweries and there are many excellent macro breweries as well. So I'm actually quite enjoying this Stella. For the style, I'm going to give it an A-. I think in terms of a European lager, it ticks all the boxes in terms of refreshment, in terms of enjoyability, in terms of drinkability, sessionability. It's... Like I said, it's a very enjoyable lager. Very easy to sit down with a six-pack of this and watch a football game or take to a party. It would pair well with almost any meal, you know, just to wash the meal down. Yeah, so I'm going to give it A minus for a style, and I think an A minus overall. I think Stella's a pretty damn good European lager. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like. Shoot us a message if you want me to review one of your favourite beers. Comment down below if you don't like Stella. Tell me why you don't like Stella. If you do like Stella, tell me why you like Stella. And yeah, I'll see you in the next review. And drink responsibly, guys, but enjoy, because no good story ever started with a water drinking contest. So thanks, guys, and see you in the next review.